Great. Hello everybody, good morning. So here we are live at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. How are you all doing? Just going to hang about until we get a few people coming on. Hello there, hi. So I'm going to start by just giving you a brief introduction to myself and what we're doing here with the Soul Sound Spirit. I'm Neil Christie and I run the Soul Sound Spirit, which is a integrative practice for well-being on the mind, body and soul level. I particularly work with the inner magical child. And what does that mean? So the magical child within is the part of us that when we access it, we are free and able to express ourselves fully and creatively in any way we need to. There are moments during our lives when we move forward from the place of the magical child. It's usually around the age of 6 or 7 or even younger for some people. It's that time when you're a child and you feel like anything is possible. The world is at your feet. Everything that you believe of, you can conceive and achieve with your imagination, with your actual play, with your wonderful childlike qualities. And as we grow up and as we move through life, these qualities and these powers that we have when we're a child, they are hidden, they are rejected, and they are also denied. For various reasons. You know, we go through life having to move into becoming an adult, a manifesting adult, and on the way to that journey, when we do become that manifesting adult, we bring in need, we bring in having to do things, we bring in necessity, and when we bring in necessity, we bring in structure, which is a good thing. When we bring in structure, we also bring in barriers and boundaries. And when we're living with barriers and boundaries, we also create fear, duality, we create resistance, we create something on the other side of those barriers and structures. And when we have those and we've created some unhealthy barriers or structures, structures that don't serve us anymore, structures that no longer align with who we are meant to be and who we want to become, that's when we work to reprogram, that's when we work to accept and to acknowledge, that's when we work to bring those into who we actually are, to integrate fully ourselves. And you know, there are some teachers I went to who spoke about this as being rewriting your personal history. So in a way, what happens here is you go back from your life in the moment you're having the problem or issues, or you're having a moment of change, you're having a moment of transformation. You move backwards through your life looking at key points and key moments when you have put up these processes, these barriers, put up these beliefs that are anything other than unlimited self-belief. And when we're children, that is our unlimited self-belief. We are magical. We believe we can achieve anything. And we still can achieve anything because that magical child lives within us. Just like the rings on a tree, every year the tree grows, it gains another ring. Just so is the same as us human beings. We have every age we've ever been inside our core. We have grown around ourselves. We have shed skins. We are growing within, and all of us contain every age we've ever been. And with that, when I do approach people in a therapeutic setting or in a group setting, I immediately see through all of these layers until I reach their inner child. And some people find that a little bit uncomfortable because they don't want to be seen as that inner child, because it frightens them. Their inner child is frightened to appear in the same place as all of these structures and processes, because their inner child has been shielded, has been ring-fenced, has been covered, and has been left almost in the dark for a while. So the purpose of the inner child work is not to be as a child and just let go of everything, although that is a wonderful and beautiful way to be. The purpose of it is a journey. It's retracing steps through life, moving backwards from where you are now, moving back to when you were that child, and picking up all of the moments of events on the way. And those events are moments of information that perhaps have been processed in a way that has not been helpful for us, in a way that isn't understood, or in a way that is just too intense for us to process at the time. So we revisit those events and we integrate them. We integrate them back into ourselves, and these moments can be huge, these moments can be scary, these moments can be beautiful, and these moments can be so loving and tender. There can be grief, there can be all misunderstanding, but we make understanding of it and acceptance of it, and we bring it in as a full part of ourselves. And once we fully accept all of our life history and our personal history, we are able to, with courage and strength, take ourselves back if ever we need to open the door to that magical child within, so that that line, that inheritance of the magical child can just move through all of the barriers and processes we've put up and hit us and bring to us just magic, delight, glowing and wonder. And it's an absolutely beautiful thing to do. So that in a nutshell is my process. I use this process in group settings, I use this process on one-to-one settings as well. I've talked to you about past lives. When I had my first past life regression, it was away in Devon with a friend of mine, Sally, who's an incredible hypnotherapist. And we went through, I wasn't expecting anything to happen, you know, it was like past life, ooh, okay, let's have a go. Because to be honest, my opinion of it then was, how is the past life really going to help me? Surely everything is about the present life. Anyway, so my first past life experience was going back to being a clown in Spain in the 1970s, a clown called Charlie Revel, and I knew the clothes I was wearing, I knew the name of the circus I was working in, I knew where I was and what I was doing. And then we went back to another past life, and I was a man called Akim in a place called Asembe, which is a village on Lake Malawi, where I was watching boats coming in and out. And then the third past life was the extraterrestrial galactic incarnation of, in fact, being a star. And all of these moments, when I came out of that past life regression, were like little light bulbs flashing. The clown, obviously, I know where and how I become the clown. My favourite way to dress is with delight, humour and expression, and also comedy. You know, I won't tell you a punchline, but I can make you laugh just by being me. And the place on Lake Malawi was really interesting because I've often collected African artefacts and I'm always interested in tribal practices. And then before that, the star incarnation as well. I had an intense meditation once where I actually drifted so close to a star that I felt its light energy merge into my light body, and I received a message from the president of the Galactic Commission for Truth, clear as day. The message was a body feeling. It was you know, attunement to their level, to their dimensional level. So all of these past lives mixed in. And then I began to realise that Earth has existed for so long. You know, we think about our time in terms of seconds, and the clock goes on the hand goes on the clock, and we pass minutes and we pass hours. But actually, millions and billions of those measurements and unfathomable parts of these measurements have happened. So in all of this time, imagine how many lives have been lived. Imagine how many different places lives have been lived. I've received confirmations of past lives in Egypt, where I was a young child, in the court, of Tutankhamun, and I was dying young because there was no food around, but I was an initiate of the mysteries there in Egypt. I've had a past life incarnation of being a druid in a cave at Newgrange, and the cave was closed down, and I was in there waiting to dissipate and dematerialise into ether. And when I went to visit myself there, I just gave myself a hug and said, I have the information, pass it on to me. And then that was a peaceful ending in that past life. And another past life was definitely really interesting. They appear so often and so frequently because actually if we knew how many past lives we have lived, how many times the human spirit has reincarnated and re-existed on this planet, we would be blown away. Everybody has the right to access their past lives. Everybody has the ability to access their past lives. You just have to believe. Oh, here we are. Love those earrings. Yeah, blew my teeth. It does. Our mind is so tiny. And that is why it's so difficult to actually comprehend. You know, we've got our logical mind, which is made for counting grains of rice or counting 10 fingers, you know, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. That's what our logical mind is made for. If our logical mind had to comprehend exactly how much past and future and present information there is to process, it would be blown. And that's why we always work with the subconscious when we're doing that kind of work, because the subconscious is infinite, it's expansive, it goes back to connect to the very first unified consciousness, which connects to the very first moment anything ever become aware of itself. So we move back through the subconscious and we start to tap into the infinite field, the Akashic realms, all there, above, beyond the Akashic realms. And when we get there, we're kind of in pure awareness, and our logical mind has closed down because we've moved so far back to be able to go into view that. And we're just in a state of being held by infinity, and it's beautiful. And from there we move forward to choose and observe ourselves moving through all of the life experiences that humanity has ever had, all of the blessings, all of the lessons, all of the changes that I've ever had. Yeah, so it's pretty amazing stuff. And in fact, last night I had some friends around for dinner and we had a past life regression session. So I was leading the past life regression session. I love that, past life regression session. Come and have a past life regression session. We had the past life regression session here in the therapy room, and there were 5 of us. So I led a generic journey, hypnotic induction through into the Akashic realms and beyond to the realm of pure existence. And then the picture book, the flicker book, or the Netflix, if you like, of previous lives was playing out there for people, the selection box of which life they wanted to choose to delve back into, because there's billions to choose from, really. So much experience. And I don't know about anybody else, but I always feel like I've lived about 7, 8 lives in this one lifetime, you know, whichever incarnation we're on in a single lifetime. It's just incredible. And so then they chose which episode of life experience they wanted to go back into and see, and they came back with names, places, dates, ages and countries. So fascinating. Moving into Atlantean times, some people moving into the star systems, people having pirate incarnations, people having just completely normal incarnations. And all of these incarnations, you know, I gave the option to step out at any time if they were in a difficult place. So there's always a special safe place, if you like, for people to move out into if they jump into observing an incarnation which has been difficult. So it was really fabulous, and we had lovely dinner. Somebody brought me a plum cake. I got loads of sunflowers. Nicholas was cooking all day. He made an amazing meal, and then we had a really great night with that lovely past life regression session. So what we've got with the Magical Child coming up is we've actually got a day retreat in Dilston Physic Garden on the 1st of October, and the Magical Child day retreat will be with Jill from Organic Pilates. Now, Jill and I have already done one day retreat at Dilston Physic Garden. It was fantastic. It was just really high energy, high vibing, fun, laughter, great time. We had a great time, and this session is going to be based on the inner magical child within. So we will be doing creative arts, we'll be having cacao, breath work, we'll be having playful journeys with our inner child, we'll have lots of time for journaling, there'll be labyrinth walking, a fire circle and a drumming circle, and we've got Dilston Physic Garden all to ourselves on that day. That's Sunday the 1st of October, and you can find details to log on to that retreat, that day retreat, by going into the website or join our mailing list, and I can send you a link. Check it out. It'll be advertised on Instagram and Facebook with us. And also this week we've got, tomorrow night I'm going to be leading a meditation, and the meditation for me is always based on the centre and still point of all things. So whatever we're going through, whatever energies are around, whatever thought forms are going around our heads, whatever physically we're experiencing or spiritually where we want to go, we'll be able to find a still and centre point in between those and merge with it, so that we can sit and have a beautiful meditation. Look at the state of my cup. I know, right? This is cacao and coffee, all stuck in the same cup. Cacao, chocolate, so I'm having a mocha technically. Then we've got Wednesday at the Beacon of Light in Sunderland. If anyone's from around Sunderland, please come along to the Beacon of Light on Wednesday night. We're doing Sound Revolution, which is a beautiful next level sound healing event. I'm going to get some of the responses from people about what people have actually said about these events, because the question is not when you're going to come, it's why haven't you already been. So releasing tension, feeling of something energetic moving through my body and creating a sense of peace and calm. I was extremely relaxed. I couldn't have asked for anything else. This was incredible, Neil. Thank you so much for your beautiful sounds, your voice and your energy. I feel like I have let go of pain and suffering through a doorway. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful responses. Felt a release in my throat, felt calm. Haven't felt this calm in 3 years. I'd like to do this twice a week. I want to continue learning. This is a sensational event. And who's this? I always love to see your beaming face. Hello, how are you? So this is a sensational event. Honestly, the feedback and the changes in people when they leave there are just incredible. So I really recommend it. Wednesday night in Sunderland at the Beacon of Light. And then on Saturday, we have a cacao ceremony in Greenside. So we're going to spend an hour with the ceremonial cacao. Beautiful time to reflect and journal and go within and see how we're feeling. And then after that, we'll be moving into our sound bath, gong dream time. So we'll be having a lovely sound session there as well. Yeah, so that's this week. And then Sunday I'm going to Liverpool for Ruth's birthday. She's going to be 40. Ta-da! And what I'm going to be doing with these sessions is I am going to, every Monday 10 o'clock, we'll be on here for, you know, I'll block out the hour if anybody's here has any questions or wants to ask anything about the events that we'll be doing. And then Wednesday we'll be working as well. We'll be doing some sessions. Tuesday will be a meditation, and that's it. So Friday we're doing a meditation at Greenside Community Centre. Let me check my agenda to see what I was going to talk to you all about today. Yeah, I've done that. Magical child, we've done that. I'm working with teenagers on a Friday night at the moment. I was asked to come in and do some drum circles with them. Now the drum circles have been going really well. The teenagers love them. However, I've been so sensitive about my drums because they're just too sacred for me. So, but the teenagers, however, they don't care about the drum. They just want something to bang and hit. So I decided to go and get some washing up bowls and wooden spoons. And it was brilliant. There was more people coming to the tent to drum than ever. They were all just hitting the washing up bowls with the wooden spoons along to the song of their choice. And there was a great community. There was a great release of tension. And there was also some really creative expression going on with those washing up bowls as well. So I'm pleased I did that. We've had some wonderful outcomes with our one-to-one clients this week. So we've had Cooper, who is that beautiful dog that you'll see on my Instagram profile. I've been giving him pet Reiki for the last 2 weeks, and he came to me with depression and he's on antidepressants. He hadn't been eating, life has been really tough. He'd had a bereavement in the family, and after his last session his mum came to me to say that he's a completely changed dog, he's back to what he used to be. And I remember just feeling during the Reiki session with Cooper that his inner youth was coming to the surface again, almost as if shedding a skin or accepting and transforming a skin of grief had happened for him. And he just ran around. He was so great. That dog was beautiful. Had another client who came in with hip issues, and she'd been to us with a lot of anxiety and stress over some recent issues. I saw her on Wednesday last week, and then on Friday when they came in to have a go at the angelic meditation at Greenside Community Centre, they burst in the door glowing. I was like, whoa. And I remember during their session that they actually presented me with their etheric form of their higher self was floating above. So I knew that there was going to be a big change in energy for that person coming. And that had happened as well. And that was absolutely gorgeous. So that is everything. Oh, I'm doing a public speaking event, but I've got loads of time to tell you about that. It's going to be on the 6th of September, Wednesday the 6th of September. It's going to be online and in person at the Quadras Centre in Bolden, and you can find tickets if you scroll through the Soul Sound Spirit Facebook page. You'll find how to log on. It's a free event, and I'll be talking about my life and how I came to become the magical child that I am. Who am I? Who are you? Introduce yourself. I'm the magical child. I really am. It just happens. And I bring the magical child out in other people. That's difficult because when the magical child appears, they have to go through all of the resistance and all of the events of life that have prevented them from appearing. That's the work that I do. It's not fluffy. It's hard. It's digging. It's challenging. It's beautiful. It's breakthrough. It's groundbreaking. It's acceptance, and it's gentle and loving. And so, yeah, that's us. Anyway, anybody's got any questions or comments, let me know. Otherwise, I have given you a lovely half-hour burst of energy. You just get some more. Oh, so much light in laughter. So much light in laughter. Okay. We're down to 2 viewers on Facebook. Maybe there's... Oh, it's Ash who's giving me a love heart. Hello, Ash. And Heather. Hope to see you Friday at the angelic session. Hiya, Heather. Yeah, do come along. Just message me on the day if you're coming so that I can save you a place. because there's 7 places at Greenside when I do that on a Friday lunchtime from 12:30 till 1:30. It's a really beautiful session. I don't have to do much at all in that room because Rose at Heart and Soul Yoga Therapies has set it up to just naturally vibrate with a high angelic energy, and I match with that. I love that angelic energy so much. Hello Amanda, good morning, how are you doing? Amanda's here and she's just, thank you Heather, I hope to see you there. It would be absolutely beautiful to have you. And Amanda from the Northern College of Clinical Hypnotherapy, who's absolutely wonderful tutor. She's my tutor in clinical hypnotherapy and she's just like a beautiful angelic force of friendship as well. Can't do any more for people, this lady. She's so beautiful. And we're working together to present the Guided Minds Meditation Teacher Programme, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. I've been recording the videos. The first module is all ready to go, and at the end of that session you will come out fully fledged meditation teacher. Not only that, you'll have the lesson plans, you'll have the scripts, you'll have the business plan all ready to go. I know it is exciting to be able to share that and to set up more meditation groups for people. And you know, meditation can be as personal as you want it to be. There's no one way to meditate. There's also no right or wrong way to meditate. There are tools and techniques that you can learn to build your own discipline of meditation and your own meditation practice. But it's a creative practice, you know, literally however you can find to connect yourself, using the techniques, using the lessons, using all of the tools that we'll give you in that course. However you eventually connect to your own inner guru, that's how you will share with the world and how you'll give it out to other people. I've nearly finished this coffee, nearly gone, and then I'm away, so if you need to catch up on the live, which has been absolutely fascinating, me talking to myself, well, talking to you about past life regression, inner child and all sorts of things, then just go back through and have another watch of it. And any questions, let me know. I'll be back on live on, I'm going to check because I do forget. Let me go and check when I'm back on live with you. This is what I'm like, you see. I have to go onto my own Instagram. I am back on live with you all. I'm sure it's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock to do meditation with you. And then I will also be back on Thursday at 2 o'clock with wellbeing Q&As and agony anting. So please do come along and join us. Come along to an event if you can. And see you later. Thank you, Amanda, giving love to the twinkly fairy lights in the room. It's lovely. Oh, look, there's my big sun tarot card. And what else is in here? There's the bookshelf. There's a Dogon ladder from the Dogon tribe in there. There's a harp chair. And there's also my bookshelf with all the books. And there's the amazing couch things. And the crystal ball. Just waiting to be told. Bye everyone. Lots of love.